We have all been there. We have all felt it. Remember the times when you're having fun with your friends and time seems to fly away. On the other hand, when you're stuck at work hoping that time goes by, time seems to crawl like a turtle. If you're hoping for a motivational message after this, then I'm sorry. This is just the beginning of my video. Let's get to my video. Hey guys, welcome to a new video and welcome to One Thing to Share. So I couldn't upload in the weekends because I had my full-time job. So I started working in Japan and unluckily I have to work on weekends. But I get my Mondays off so I can make my videos on Mondays. So from now on I'll be uploading mostly on Mondays. And what happened is I started working last week and during my work I had a lot of free time because it's my first week. So I had a lot of things to learn. So I didn't get much to do. And out of the 8 hours of my work day, I had 6 hours where I had nothing to do. And it sucks to sit there on the computer and do nothing. And I don't know how Japanese people do that, but for me, it was really hard. And what I did, like any bored worker would do, I think, is like I Googled how to waste your time. At work. And that didn't help. But I thought back, like, I think few months ago, what I did was I looked for interesting websites. I was bored at home and looked at an interesting website that would help me pass my time. And that's what I did. I Googled interesting websites to waste my time. And I found out really interesting 5 websites. So today's video is going to be about 5 websites that I found out that are interesting and that may help you waste time. Well, I don't want you to really waste time, but you might find it interesting. So let's get the 5 websites. So the first website is a really interesting website for me. I'm someone who loves the internet. I'm someone who loves the idea of internet. So for me, this website was really interesting to look at. So it's called Wayback Machine. So it has all of the websites and their past versions. So that's why it's called Wayback Machine. So you can go back and see how the websites look in the past. So for now, for example, if I search Facebook, I can go to the Facebook web page and then I can click the year. And you can see in 2003 how Facebook looked. And it looked completely different compared to how Facebook looks now. And in 2006, you can see there was a small photo of Mark Zuckerberg, I think, on the top left corner, and it was a simple web page. And it's interesting to see how the website has developed from their first to the present phase. So if you're interested to know about different websites and how they look in the past, it's really interesting if you're someone who loves the internet. So that was Wayback Machine. Now at number 2 and 3 are 2 interesting websites for me because I'm into science, physics, chemistry, and these 2 websites were really interesting. First one is related to the solar system. So as you can see, it's called, I think, 1,000 stars, and it basically shows all the stars in our galaxy. And if you take a tour, it will show you from the sun how you have the sun and the planets and all the other stars. It will talk about light years, and you can take the whole tour and see the different stars in our solar system. And you can zoom out and zoom in to see the different stars. You can see their names. You can play around with the different graphics on the website. It's really interesting to look around, and I myself spent a lot of time in this, looking around the visuals and the tour, and it was really great. And number 3 is a similar website, but it's more related to chemistry. It's called Little Alchemy 2. And there's Little Alchemy 1, but Little Alchemy 2 is more advanced. The graphics are more modern. So as you can see in this website, you can mix 4 key elements like air, earth, fire, water, and with that elements you can make more new elements. Like for me, I ended up making a flamethrower gun in my first try, and that was like the ultimate weapon that you can make. And now as you can see, if I play around with the different elements, I can make different things. Sometimes it won't work, so you need to play around and see what you can make from one thing to another. And interesting thing is you can really see how these elements react with each other, and you can learn. So it might be interesting for someone who's a little younger, who's into chemistry and reactions, but for someone who's older like me, well, I'm 24, but still it's really interesting. It's super, the graphics and everything, it's really nice. And you have the encyclopedia here where you can see what elements you found and the items, and they have a list of all the items that you can find. I think there are 720 items, and it will take a lot of time. So if you have time to waste and if you love chemistry, alchemy, do check it out. The last 2 websites are funny ones. So when we try to waste time, obviously we want to have some fun. And the first one is called pointerpointer.com. and it's so fun. It's hilarious. So basically, you go to the website, it loads up and it says finding pointer. Please hold still. And what happens when it finds your pointer, it will load up an image where the person in the image is pointing towards the pointer, and it does it for all the corners in the screen. So this is really fun. So while I was at office and had nothing to do, this really helped me go through like all the points, and they're preloaded images and it's really fun to see. So if you have time to waste, just go to pointer.com. Finally, the last one, this is for people who love the show The Office. I myself haven't watched it yet. I know I should, but I will. And so I was at The Office, so I had to find something similar. So The Office, from the TV show Office, this website has all the times the characters in the show Office break the fourth wall. And according to the website, there's over 700 reactions. So what you can do is, as you can see, there's I want, and there's a gap, stairs. So if you want a specific kind of stair, you can write what kind of stair you want, and you can find continuous videos of different stairs based on the category you choose. So if I choose I want hilarious stairs, as you can see, it will come up with different stairs from the show. And you can also choose other emotions like sad. So as you can see, the sad emotions will pop up. And the website has been made, it took the maker like 1.5 years to make. And if you're someone who loves The Office, and if you're someone who loves jokes, it's great. So it's great to waste time, it's great to have a good time, and not just in The Office. So for me, it really helped me in The Office, but if you're someone who loves The Office, The Office, then definitely check out the website. That does it for this video. Thanks for watching. I know it might have been boring for some people, but for me it was really fun checking out this website. I had to go through a lot of lists, a long list. For me, I had to go through like 50, 60, 100 websites to find out the interesting ones, and because I had time in the office, I did it. I'm glad no one from my office is on Facebook and follows my page. Hopefully they don't watch this video and I don't get fired, but I hope I can make more videos. Thanks for watching. If you checked out any of the website, do leave it in the comments below, and like my page, share this video if you found it funny, and hope you guys see the next one.